Cancer, welcome to your astrology and your tarot read. So, you are in a period of your time, and after a very, very long time, where in this Aries season, you are getting to be recognized for your talents and your skills. If you're not taking advantage of this energy, I don't know what you're doing. The sun is in your 10th house. The new moon and eclipse is going to happen in your 10th house. This is where any individual has their highest pinnacle of being recognized. So right now, there is a big opportunity and a window for you to be seen for who you really are. Okay? Now, the full moon is happening in a space to bring you in harmony with your family, with your inner child. As you integrate those parts of you, you're gonna find yourself more and more in a space where you could be seen for who you really are. Because then there is no shadow. And I think most likely in this journey, you've reached a place where you're willing to be seen for who you really are, because you're like, if you are like really like, the moment you surpass this full moon and you've like really seen and faced everything that this full moon brings for you, you're like unstoppable. Okay? Like, you're unstoppable, because this is really a beautiful time for you, especially around 11th, 12th, to initiate, to jump for opportunities, to say, I know it, yes, I know it, to pitch for presentations, to actually volunteer to lead, and you would be leading, because these beautiful conjunctions, these beautiful alignments are happening for you in your 10th house. Now, if things are not going as I'm talking, and you're like, I'm actually in a place where I don't like my job anymore, I'm actually in a place where I want to shift careers, then that means that this is actually exactly the kind of shift that you want. Just make sure you're not giving up right when it's about to, crack. Yeah? After 20th, when that eclipse happens, you get to move out and share those talents. You've been recognized, you've been seen. And while that energy is really making you very successful, it would be really nice for you to share that energy when the sun moves in Taurus with your colleagues, with your friends, with your co-workers, with your employers or employers, whoever, with your audience. There's a big sense of community that's coming up for you after 20th, where you are being advised to go out there and meet people. Because when you meet, you're going to really shine in that success, and you just don't know what kind of collaborations you invite in. But it's not even about collaborations, it's also about the kind of support as Cancers you desire and you need. That makes you feel safe. So even when you are climbing up the success ladder, you need to know that I have a home, I have friends, family who support me. And this is why I think it's so important, if you've had a moment of success in the early month, to really, really, really allow yourself to chill, relax, and have quality time with your friends, with your family, or with people who make you feel safe and secure and tell you how beautiful and special you are. This also means that it's also a time for you to probably recheck who actually makes me happy and who actually does not, who actually drains you and who actually nourishes you. The Mercury retrograde will also happen in this space, so please watch out after 20th your relationships, in terms of your friendships, your acquaintances. Like, there could be chances of miscommunication, but that's to show you that the importance of stating your needs clearly. I want this, I need this. I know as a water sign, we guys can tend to just hold back our needs and our wants because we want to make everybody happy. But this is the time to be honest and to let people know, because see, you also know, right? You currently have Mars transiting in your first house as a Cancer rising, which means that there can be a tendency for you to really let people see that anger which you usually suppress, which you're so good at suppressing. And so if you are not going to be straightforward and honest about your feelings, about your emotions, about your needs, your wants, your desires, what can happen is that anger can really burst out and you might not like it. So don't let it come to that space. Take accountability of your feelings also. Meanwhile, because as I said, it is going to be a little more tougher for you to hide your anger. Like, while that Mars makes you super motivated right now, like a go-getter, which is what I'm saying, it's actually the low-key month of success for you. You're so motivated to fulfill your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, and Mars is really fueling that energy. The thing is that it can also fuel in that anger. So let's see what the cards have for you this month. Okay. Okay. The first card which popped up for you is Justice. It's the card of Libra. So the full moon is really juicy for you guys. Before you, or even while you're experiencing all that success, Libra can bring up uncomfortable emotions to light, uncomfortable memories to light. And instead of being mad about it, I've been healing for so long, I've been doing so much of inner work. How about you see it as a way of showing you your true wants and needs? So get super clear on, I want this, I don't want this. So when you're being reminded of the time when your boundaries were crossed, or when you were not respected or not given what you think that you deserve or you are worthy of, then just think of it as, yeah, I actually don't want that, and use it as an opportunity to know that I actually want this clarity. I actually want this. No bullshit, straightforward love. Two aces right at the beginning. It's a time of new beginnings. It's a time of success. It's a time of abundance. Can you hear that? The bells ringing. What a beautiful timing. This is your energy. New freaking beginnings. And that abundance and that flourishing energy. The full moon to new moon, it's a golden period, and it's can really bring in blessings for you guys. It is going to. And something is gonna rush in. probably too soon, probably in a way you didn't expect, probably in a way you might also feel weird about. But the thing is that you've been stuck for a while. Okay, you've been studying, you have been gaining enlightenment, you've been going in a way which I think you've been doing a lot of resting, you've been doing a lot of healing, and even when you were being asked to pause. So now, when it's a go time, it can feel a little uncomfortable when something rushes in, when all these blessings come in. You feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm really actually sure about this. Page of Cups. But as I said at the beginning of the reading, you gotta be sure about what you want and what you don't want. And that's the reason why I asked you to, because this is where you're going. Pages, aces, yeah, not a king, but definitely movement. And you have been craving movement. You have been craving movement. You have been craving some movement, and now so much movement happens that, boy, a part of you just wants to run away. No wonder. This pops in. I feel like this could be the Mercury retrograde. Like when you start sweating out, when things don't go like as wonderfully as they did probably at the start of the month. And that's nothing to say that your blessings were wrong or they're not going in a direction. Life happens sometimes. And then the problem is not that life happens. The problem is that you think that things always go wrong for me. Why am I the one who's always stressing out? Well, you're not actually the one who is not liked or loved by the universe, but actually someone who kind of gets scared. You have a tendency to stress out. You have a tendency to sweat out and run away when things get too good. That's when you need to remember, how can you then retain this childlike innocence and this sacred fool energy? When Mercury goes retrograde, in human design, we have the sun transiting gate 3, which is called the sacred fool, innovation, creating order out of chaos. And then it's the gate 27, about learning how to care, how to be responsible, how to nourish ourselves and other people. Do you see how it was all tying up together? Yeah, sometimes it feels like I'm at a loss of words, even though your reading is so beautiful, but I just feel like there are things that you're not honest with yourself. There are things which you are not still ready to face. And I can totally get it after being in a space for so long where you've been healing and doing the inner work, that you feel like, I don't think I want to deal with all that stuff right now. But this is how it is. Life doesn't work in like first you do this and then you do like class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. No, we're kind of like having like lessons simultaneously. Okay, it's not like so when things are going super good, it's gonna expose stuff which is not in alignment. So the key is not only to want the good stuff, but to also learn to build the stamina and to resilience to balance the two, the light and the shadow, and to still be a sacred fool for good things to flow in, or when you are moving towards the good things. The fool. If you're not familiar with tarot, I would ask you to go and look for this card. And see what does it mean for you. The sun shining, the sunflowers, the red, and that naked happy child. What does this innocence mean for you? Your birthday is still 2 months away. But this is kind of like a chance to see, can you really enjoy the blessings when they come in? You get scared by all the choices and the options and by all the different stimulations which happen together, and you're like, I can't handle this stuff. Oh, well, you can handle it. You are a wise Cancer. There's nothing that you guys cannot handle. 10 of Swords. Put those past memories to rest. I know there are things which probably traumatized you, which kind of like bring you in this space over and over again. So either face it, release it, deal with it. Yeah, face it first of all, as I said. Maybe there's a tendency to not be honest because you're scared the good things will slip away if I choose to feel my feelings, because that's what we are being told in the spiritual community. But the lowest low vibe thing that you can do is to not be honest with yourself and your feelings and your emotions. Let those emotions simply be, come, show up, and pass. And that's how you say goodbye to these 10 of Wands. You are this. You are really wise. You are really wise. And it's because of this wisdom and this reflection and this healing that you guys... Okay, this is mirror and I get so confused. You guys have been able to build this abundance and wealth and character, this strength in you, or whatever external success that's showing up for you right now. And you have to believe in this energy of this Hermit. Congratulations, Cancer. This is the new season. This is the new you. I love the evolution from being a hermit to being the King of Pentacles. It's pretty hot and exciting. Like, you should share your success story with people. It's beautiful. And yeah, painful, because you've gone through a lot. So let the world know that it didn't happen in a day. It took you a while to come here. It took you a while to come here. And it took a lot of karmic clearing, a lot of healing to be here. The destiny is turning in your favor. Not that it's ever unfavorable, in my opinion, but maybe you are aligning with your destiny and your purpose and your highest path. So that's beautiful and wonderful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you are interested in one-on-one readings, wow, I'm just looking at the full moon in Libra. It's beautiful. If it's tough or difficult for you, I'm telling you to just feel through it, let it pass, and it's going to reveal a lot more wisdom and a lot more blessings on the other side. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're interested in one-on-one readings, astrology, tarot, or human design, you can check out the links in the description. And if you are somebody who loves to gather and take advantage of resources and heal yourself and soothe yourself and love up your inner child and do the healing work, then consider joining Jewel, which is a cosmic library that I have created with all the resources that I've gathered. So there are a lot of workshops, there are a lot of meditations, EFTs, and it's constantly updated. It's not a course, it's a membership, which means that you have on demand access to all resources. Yeah, take a look with the link down below. And I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful month ahead. We can't wait to hear your success story.